I want to bring in now Leon Panetta, who's the former US Defence Secretary, the former Director of the CEA and the founder of the Panetta Institute of Public Policy. Mr Secretary, thank you so much for your time this morning. Quite timely that we've got you on right now as this military welcoming is taking place. But just want to start off with your thoughts on AUKUS and whether or not you think it's in strife.
Well, I'm very pleased that Britain and Australia are coming together, and they're part of the partnership along with the United States in trying to develop a submarine fleet for the Australians. It was a very important deal that was made. I think it's critical to the security of Australia, critical to the security of the United States, that we continue to fulfill the requirements of that agreement. And I think we will. This is about China. It's about whether or not we are going to maintain a strong alliance that can protect us from China and their efforts to expand into the South China Sea and elsewhere. So I'm confident that in the end, the United States will be a trustworthy partner in this alliance.
How do you feel about this review that's taking place at the moment from the US, Mr Secretary? Are they perfectly entitled to do it? It is a new administration after all.
Yeah, it happens with the change of every administration that administrations will take the time to review agreements that were made in the prior administration, make sure that it still meets their needs with regards to security and with regards to maintaining our strong alliances. Look, China is an adversary. We know in the United States that in order to confront an adversary like China, you absolutely have to develop strong allies. And that's what we have in Australia. We have it in the UK. We have it with Japan. We have it with South Korea. We need to have strong alliances in the Pacific in order to maintain security for all of our countries.
Just one more question on this deal then. I mean, we've just put down a second payment of $800 million for those submarines. Is that deal now too far underway for the Americans to pull out, in your view?
You know, I think that it's understood that if we're going to maintain a strong alliance, if we're going to provide the kind of important weapons that are necessary to our allies in order to provide a security, it's going to cost money. That's the nature of the game. I think the administration understands that. They've just added, a few $1 billion more to the defense budget in the reconciliation bill that was recently passed. So I think they'll look at the cost. They'll look at whether or not it continues to meet our needs with regards to security in the Pacific. But when I look at all of those elements, I think that maintaining a strong alliance with Australia and the UK is absolutely critical to our ability to protect ourselves from China.
So, Mr Secretary, our former Prime Minister Scott Morrison, he was in Congress yesterday warning of the dangers that the CCP poses in our region, saying it punished us over our loyalty to the US. There's since been a change of government here and the relationship has improved, but as China kind of flirts with us, how aware should we be of the continuing dangers of Xi Jinping and the CCP in our region?
Well, there's no question that China, I think, remains one of the principal threats to democracies in the world. And we all have to understand that China intends to try to replace the United States as a world military power and tries to exert its influence not just in the Pacific, but across the world. So it's a threat. China represents a threat to our security, to our trade, to our economies. And for that reason, it's very important that we have to maintain a strong alliance with our allies in the Pacific in order that we make clear to China that they're not just confronting the United States, they're confronting a series of very strong allies, all of whom have taken the position that we will work together in order to protect our interests in the Pacific.
Do you think it's possible to have a positive, trust-free relationship with China?
No, I've always felt that if we operate from strength, and that's the key, we cannot operate from weakness in dealing with China, or for that matter, in dealing with Russia or any other autocracy. We have to operate from strength. And if we operate from strength, if we maintain a strong military presence in the Pacific, then I think it gives us the opportunity to frankly have a dialogue on issues, whether it's economic issues, technological issues, issues related to trade. It gives us the opportunity to continue to have a dialogue with China on those issues. But we have to do that from strength, not from weakness.
There was a few weeks ago a story about Elbridge Colby, the Under-Secretary of Defence, who was hinting that Australia should be using the American subs to help the United States if China ever made a move on Taiwan. Would there be an expectation from America, Mr. Secretary, that if China made a move on Taiwan, that we would have to help the United States?
Well, I think that the United States has to make very clear to China that we will not stand back and tolerate China invading Taiwan, and that we will come to Taiwan's security protection. And I would hope that our allies would work with us in providing that security in order to make clear to China that if they invade, they will face a unified alliance that will operate in order to prevent them from trying to take over a sovereign democracy. That message needs to be loud and clear, and it can only be sent by all of our allies, including Australia.